Matt here. Today I'm going to be touring you around the Gunter Hill COE campground located in Alabama. This one is near Montgomery. We're Matt and Dave, and together with our dogs Belle and Hudson, we're exploring the world in our Escape travel trailer. In the winter of 2023, we traveled from Ontario to Texas to pick up a 17-foot casita trailer and spent over a month on the road. We liked it so much that by the fall of 2023, we upgraded to a 19-foot Escape trailer so that I had space to work from the road. We haven't looked back since. Come see where we go next. This was our first time staying at a COE campground, and we were pleasantly surprised. This campground is quite inexpensive. It was $30 a night for us, and it is $15 a night for seniors if you're an American resident. So that's pretty inexpensive for what you get here. The lots here are fully serviced. So you have water, you have sewer, and you have power at all of the lots in the Katoma loop. And that's the loop that we stayed in, and that's the loop that you're seeing on the video today. The Antioch loop, which is the other loop that you're not going to see in today's video, has power and water at all sites. No sewer though, so you would need to be using a dump station. Many of the sites, like the one I'm showing you here, do have water views and are actually right on the border of this river. So that's really nice. We are here in early March, so that means that there's not many leaves on the trees yet. So I'm not sure if the view would be as good as you're seeing now if you came in a little bit later in the spring. So here's an example of the servicing that you can expect at each of your sites in the Katoma loop. You've got water, you've got power, you've got a sewer hookup. We look around at the other side of a typical lot. You'll have a large picnic table, you'll have a grill, you'll have a fire pit, and even somewhere to hang your garbage and prep things. So as you can see, part of every lot is gravel, and that's always the part that has the picnic table on it. But where you're actually parking your vehicles is concrete. And these long concrete slabs are typical for every lot. And they are exceptionally long. In some cases, 100 feet. Now that seems very strange for a campground like this, especially considering the lots are so far apart from each other. So if we look around, you can see another lot over there, another lot in the distance, but there's lots of trees between each of the lots. They've really taken the time to make these very nice long concrete slabs, and they've recessed the various campground lots far back so that they're near the river or recessed into the bush as much as possible. Here you see an example of one of the bathhouses. So you're seeing the side of the bathhouse that has the showers, the other side has the washrooms, and next to each of the bathhouses there is a children's park as well. There are nice dual lanes throughout the park, so it's easy to drive around, and you don't need to worry about running into someone else who's coming in the opposite direction, as there's lots of space for everyone. The campground does offer a mix of back-in lots and pull-through lots. What you're seeing in the distance here, where you see that casita parked, that's an example of one of the pull-through lots. And in some campgrounds, the pull-through lots aren't quite as nice, the views aren't quite as nice, but in this case, that's not the case. You're seeing that this lot has a beautiful water view. Reservations at this campground were quite easy. You can do them online through the campground website or through reservation.gov. Now, I will caution you that this campground will look like it's completely full most of the time. It is a popular campground, and because of the price as well, I'm sure a lot of people are trying to get lots here. But most of the time that we were here, there was lots of lots that were empty. So definitely keep that in mind. Worth giving them a call and making sure that all the lots are truly reserved, just so that you don't miss out. There does seem to be potentially a lot of last-minute cancellations, maybe due to the low cost as well. So keep that in mind and keep checking back on the website, as you might be lucky and you might end up finding a lot that's available. Whether you're on the waterfront side or whether you're on the interior side, all of the lots are great. You really can't go wrong with these lots. Like I mentioned earlier, we stayed in the Katoma Loop. This loop has the concrete slabs for all the lots. If you're staying in the Antioch Loop, nice lots as well. Many of them also have nice water views. The only difference is that they don't have the sewer hookups and they have gravel lots instead of the concrete slabs. There are laundry facilities here, but there's no cable or Wi-Fi. And the cell phone signal at spots in the park, especially as you're first driving in, can be spotty, so keep that in mind. At our lot, however, we had no issues with the cell phone signal. We were able to make calls and look things up on the internet. Here's one more example of a lot. This one is on the interior. You can see a few more trailers, only because there's not as many leaves on the trees, but it is quite far removed from the other campsites. The overall vibe at this campground is very quiet and relaxing. You can probably hear the birds chirping around me. We didn't hear any loud music. It was pretty calm. Keep in mind, if you are staying here, that you're 20 to 30 minutes away from most amenities. So aside from a Dollar General, that's only about a mile or two down the road, everything else is a bit of a longer drive to get to. While we were here though, we did spend some time in Montgomery, and would strongly recommend visiting the Capitol building. We got a great free tour while we were there. We also went to the Alabama Museum of History and had a self-guided tour that again was free and pretty worth checking out. And we also went to downtown Plattsville, which is about 10 miles north of Montgomery. And cool, quaint little town. The main street has lots of little shops, and specifically we really liked the ice cream coffee shop that they had there. So while we were here, we stayed at lot 40. As I mentioned earlier, these concrete pads going to your lot are very long. Our trailer is 19 feet. If you add the 4Runner to that, still got tons of space left on the pad. This pad is probably about 80 feet. Beautiful lot though, nice water views. So, would we recommend this campground? Well, for the price, you really can't go wrong. But price aside, even if this was a more expensive campground, we would definitely recommend staying here. The lots are great, they're spacious, they're clean. You get great water views from most of them. You have all of the services that you need. Definitely worth staying if you're in the Montgomery area.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button. Or even better, subscribe to our channel. It really does help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.